I chose the trigger, wrongly blamed at work.
Colleague sets him up to take the fall for a failed product or legal issue.
From the moment I started my career, I believed in hard work, honesty, and loyalty.
I was the kind of man who stayed late, helped others without asking for anything in return, and always kept my word. I had a small but close circle. My boss who saw my potential, a few co-workers I trusted, and a mentor who guided me through the tougher days. Life seemed promising, and I thought I was building something real. I poured my sweat into every task, even when the hours stretched into night, convinced that integrity and effort would pay off. But behind my back, a venomous snake lurked. Someone I once called a friend, a colleague I thought shared my values, started weaving a web of lies. It was subtle at first. A small mistake here, a misinterpreted word there. But then came the day that shattered everything. One of our biggest projects, the one I had dedicated months to, failed spectacularly. It was blamed on me, falsely, deliberately. I remember the cold dread sinking in when my boss looked at me with that cold, calculated stare and announced I was responsible for a legal issue that could ruin my career. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. My world crumbled in that moment. My reputation, my integrity, all of it was on the line, and I knew deep down that my so-called friend had set me up. I saw the smirk in his eyes, the way he avoided my gaze afterwards, and I understood. He had betrayed me for his own gain, to climb higher, to take my place. The betrayal cut so deep, I thought I would drown in it. For days, I was lost, confused, angry, humiliated. I replayed every moment, every conversation, every glance that now seemed like a trap. I couldn't eat. The smell of the office, the sound of my own thoughts echoing in my mind made me sick. But inside that dark pit, something began to stir, a quiet, burning resolve. I started to research. I dug through emails, gathered evidence, revisited every detail of the project's failure. I reached out to others who saw the truth, forming alliances in silence. I learned to hide my plan, not trusting anyone anymore, while I slowly built my case. My senses sharpened. I could feel the weight of every piece of proof, smell the scent of victory in the air when I discovered the lies they had spun, and hear the faint whispers of doubt among those I once trusted. I became a shadow, watching, waiting. Then the moment arrived. It was during the all-hands meeting, a time when everyone's attention was focused on the company's future. I had meticulously prepared my evidence, my words polished and ready. As I stood up, my heart pounding but my voice steady, I unveiled the truth. I presented the undeniable facts, how my so-called friend manipulated data, how he deliberately misled management, how he sacrificed my reputation to elevate himself. The room fell silent as I laid out the proof, and I saw the shock and shame ripple across his face. His lies unraveled in front of everyone. His smirk faded into a mask of guilt, and I felt the cold satisfaction of justice served. That day, I reclaimed my dignity, not just in the eyes of my co-workers, but within myself. I took that pain, that betrayal, and I transformed it into something stronger. I started my own business, a firm that helps honest men who've been wronged, and I poured my heart into it. I became a mentor to those who felt powerless, showing them how to stand tall after being knocked down. The betrayal had nearly broken me, but I refused to let it define me. Instead, I used it as fuel to build something better, something rooted in truth and resilience. Now, I stand here, a testament to the power of quiet rage and unwavering purpose. If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe to this channel.